Walmart, IVO, we already went over him. Him. We're gonna skip that. Okay, so ride, I guess. I'm gonna skip ride. Okay, we'll cover ride very quickly, and then we'll move on to Playboy because I feel like we have to talk about Playboy. But first, we're gonna cover.
This is a children's show.
Oh, okay. Then
How
we're gonna talk.
dare you?
Then we'll talk about Playboy and not the ride. So Lordstown Motors, which is also known as Ride, which is done in a Spac, is going to be doing the San Felipe 250 off-road race.
Like 250 miles, or
I guess I don't. I didn't look into this too much. They're out in the desert. They're driving. There's these cars, and these guys are involved in it. So it's a race. I don't think that they're all autonomous. I think it's just this one, and I don't know if this one's driving as an autonomous vehicle.
That's already happening. I mean, it's April 14th through 18th.
This is happening right now. So I guess they're there.
Yeah, it's happening right now. So BF Goodrich score, Baja 500, blah 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 blah. Qualifying results. Who is it?
It's Lordstown Motors or Ride, RIDE, or Lordstown.
Trophy check spec. No, this just has like the location. Where are they from?
I always get this wrong. Pennsylvania, I believe. Reveals Endurance Racing. Okay, so I'm gonna click on. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Always easier just to see video.
Because I'm looking at qualifiers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they made it. Yeah, this is the vehicle.
Only pay for what you
Who is this? No, I don't want to get in trouble from the news. Let me go to Lordstown Motors. They won't
score and race schedule.
This is it right here. This is their electric vehicle truck. It's a shame the Hummer didn't.
Yeah, so register and qualification teams only. Qualifying day on-site check-in begins. Tech and contingency is what's happening today. Tomorrow is the start of the San Felipe 250, and then the 18th is the awards. So if they are doing this, well, I mean, they're already doing this, but if this company is doing this, this company is going to be doing it as of tomorrow. Like, they'll be engaged in the race. So if they're going to be engaged in the race, like, let's look back, think of movies, for instance. Like, if we look at movies, now keep in mind you're muted, by the way, but if we look back at movies and we think of, let's go with Speed Racer. When motor companies have a new machine that they're investing in and it performs well, extremely well, and wins races, the stocks in that publicly traded company go up.
Do they?
Yeah, it proves how much, like, how good of a product it is.
How badass they are. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. Car goes fast. Company non-related, like Kodak.
That's why they go to these races, and that's why, for instance, like NASCAR. Like, I hate NASCAR. I mean, who the fuck? I mean, obviously, people like watching cars go in circles for like fucking 500 laps. I mean, I don't know why.
There was a time where I did that.
But I mean, there's a reason why you see like Ford, Honda, Dodge, like all these different companies. It's because these companies are building these cars, and these companies are sponsoring these specific racing teams, because if that specific driver does well, that company can end up getting a return in reference to its holdings, because it's showing that they have good work. It's just something to think of. Are you looking up that vehicle right now? Is that the video that you're watching? Or?
This is the video of them getting ready for the race. They say the title of it is that it takes work. Getting to Baja takes work.
This is an electric vehicle, though, that they made, right?
They make electric autonomous vehicles. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lordstown Motors, which was previously...
There's nobody driving this.
It used to be owned by GM, I believe. Not technically, so they... I don't know. As the story goes, basically, if I remember correctly, GM had this big plant. They put the plant out of business, and somebody swooped in and was like, "We're going to start our own company. We got all these people that know how to make cars." So it used to be like it's like populated with ex-GM employees. Technically,
right.
None of these statements that I'm saying are correct or should be said or have I heard said in this way. And I feel like it's
Wow, they don't even show you the car because they're probably waiting until the event.
No, it's in the other video. It's a nice look. This is car. Oh, stop. And that's not CGI. That's a vehicle.
Yeah, so this is a real one, and there's nobody driving it. There's not a person in that vehicle.
No, I don't know that. There probably is somebody in it, and I don't know if they're actually running.
I mean, all electric.
There's somebody.
There's probably somebody in it.
Yeah, there's somebody in there right there. Then the thing about it is too is it's just an electric vehicle. Like nobody's pushing the autonomous thing as much, which Tesla definitely has a lock on. And DARPA for years has done a race through the desert for autonomous vehicles.
Nice looking truck, though.
It is. It's a look.
It looks like a Toyota, though.
Lordstown Motors is like good. Like they make like a killer looking product. And I'm pretty sure, like technically, I like GM, so I should be liking it. A bunch of people can be very happy. Yeah, that's all the people in there. So like this building or another building in the area was like a GM plant, I think, that like went out of business. And like most of these people work for GM.
Interrupt you. I feel like the front end of that truck that we just saw in the video needs to have an HP emblem on the front. Like it just looks like it could roll up and be like, "This truck brought to you by Hewlett Packard."
yeah, it does. I see that. It's like the printer.
Yeah. This is why our printers don't work because all the good shit's in the vehicle.
They make them in orange.
When the video catches up, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, see now the orange and black. That's a good color. But
the orange.
Okay. So we're looking at this company. Why though? Like, are they showing an increase in their stock?
No, so they're not yet. Now here's the interesting thing on it is they're supposed to be hitting the race tomorrow or whenever. I'm not 100% on that. I'm basing that off of what you told me. So
assuming they qualified, yes, the race is tomorrow.
I wonder if they didn't qualify. So if they did qualify and then the race is tomorrow and then they're in the race. A few things I heard a few people say, I guess the real question is can they finish the race? Because the question isn't, I don't think that it's autonomous. I think the question is that it's electric and will the battery make it the 250 miles while, pushing it to the limit?
Okay. So
I don't know.
I would have imagined that a company like this that is putting things on the line for an investment like this, because again, if this thing finishes and performs well, they will see an increase in the stock. Like we'll keep an eye on this because if it turns out that they perform well, we'll see how it ends, close tomorrow or even the next day. But so next week we'll have to come back to this to try to see if there was a change. However,
I'll be watching it tomorrow. Or no, yeah, next week. You're right, Monday, and I won't be watching it. I'll be in the woods.
Yeah, you'll be camping. However, with a truck, they could have, now it didn't look like it in the video, but they could have had solar panels on it as well to kind of help, get back some of that energy that it's losing in reference to, what it might need. However, again, though, they still probably would have tested it and know that by pushing it to the limit that it would be able to do, say 350, 400 miles rather than this 250. Like people being concerned that it's not going to make it because of them pushing it to the limit. I feel as if any motor company would have tested their product to make sure it could. Before, because if it doesn't, the stock could take a dive.
it might take a dive even if it makes it. So I'm sure.
I mean, I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it'll
I
make it.
Okay, so even if it makes it, yeah, but if it like gets like top 3,
Yeah, I don't know if it'll win the race. The question is will it finish the race? And the truth is, I'm pretty sure they could just on this one. That last video was showing a truck getting ready to be built for it, so they could just daisy chain on another battery basically, and it would have an additional battery that the truck normally doesn't come with when you purchase the truck.
True.
But for this instance, they have this battery, pull the switch, battery switches.
They have multiple capacitors to charge one while, while the other one's in use. So yes, I can see that. But at the same time, I'd be curious to see how the stock goes by next week.
It'll be interesting. So here's a few problems with it.
It's already started to dive based off your graph.